30th, 2021. I am Kevin Thomas, and you are listening to the King of Afternoon Drive Radio. So are you ready, Clemaniacs? If so, then let's give it up for Clem in the PM.
The stars are brightly shining. It is the night of our dear Savior's birth. Long lay the world in sin and error pining, till He appeared and the soul felt its worth. A thrill of hope, the weary world rejoices, for yonder breaks a new and glorious morn. When Christ was born, O night divine, O night divine. Chains shall He break, for the slave is our brother, and in His name all oppression shall cease. Sweet hymns of joy in grateful chorus raise we, let all within us praise His holy name. Christ is the Lord. Then ever praise we. O night divine, Noel, O night divine, Noel.
Wow. Holy moly. Josh Groban getting us started here on a Taco Tuesday. Which, by the way, it's Happy Hanukkah still. Hence, King Without a Crown, day number 2 here. Wearing the yarmulke in observance of Hanukkah. Yes, Clemaniacs, welcome back to the Tuesday edition of the Clem and the PM. I am here to deliver radiotherapy like none other. I will get you feeling good, pumped up, excited, enthusiastic, exuberantly, just overwhelmed with excitement for the next 2 hours because you are in Clemville now. You are joining the king. All hail the king. Let me say, hey, Arthur, I'm on the radio. I'll call you back after 5. All right, buddy, man. All the love, brother. Yeah, giant stank. I'll see you later. All right. Love Arthur, man. I can't leave him hanging. All right. So we are back Tuesday. I'm pumped up. I got these Hanukkah pails, these Christmas. I picked up another 20 Christmas Christmas mugs last night. I got to get some more of these Hanukkah pails. I'm in the festive mood. Santa Mensch, otherwise known as Santa Clem, otherwise known as Clem Kringle. I am giving away these things today. You must earn them. I'm not just giving them away. I'm not like, hey, call in, take it. No. You got to do something. You know, in this life, we have to earn stuff. We got to earn our way. You're going to earn the opportunity to win something today. Yes. Now, what I'm going to do is this, because I got all these pails and buckets. If you've won a pail and bucket, guess what? You can't win a pail and bucket. Just kidding. You can win as many pails and buckets as you want. I was only teasing. All right. We'll get to that stuff later. Right now, it's the Clemonologue. I'm feeling pumped up. I got a lot of news stories. I got public service announcements. I am the king of everything, especially public service announcements. I am going to save your life or somebody's life today, so make sure you tune in to Clem and the PM. Get Clemogenized. You don't want to miss a second. If you miss a second for whatever reason, let's say you go to the bathroom like Kevin had to do before. You're not Clemogenized. You don't get Clemogenization. You must be tuned in every second. You got to hear everything. Now, whether you comprehend, whether it flies over your head, goes in one ear and out the other, it don't matter. You just got to sit there and tune into everything. You get full Clemogenization. That is the deal. All right, so, Kevin, how are you feeling? It sounds like you had another great show, feeling good, but I might as well ask you anyway.
Yeah, I'm definitely feeling good and happy to see some snow. For all those who don't like the snow, it didn't stick, so it's the best of both worlds. But feeling good.
Good, I'm good to hear that. And the Rangers, I haven't asked you, how are the Rangers doing lately?
They're doing pretty good. At last check, I think they were 11-3-4. They seem to be getting it together despite a couple injuries, but yeah, so far so good.
What do you think of that Kemba Walker news?
Well, I mean, they had to make a change. Obviously, something that's not working out. So maybe some of the youngsters will get some more playing time. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, I mean, to not even have him on the playing roster though is quite shocking.
Yeah, it's huge.
I mean, the guy was a
it started promising, but yeah. It started promising, but obviously Thibodeau figured they needed to make a change. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, no doubt. Time will tell.
Yeah.
No, you want to say something else?
No.
All right, I'm sorry to cut you off there. All right, we're going to take a break. We're going to come back. I got news. I got gifts, prizes, whatever you want to call them. A lot of fun stuff. Full radio therapy in effect. Clem and the PM, WRCR, your hometown radio station. Do not forget to get the holiday package. $300. I mean, what are you, crazy? $300 is nothing to help the station, is a small, independent-owned station. Dr. Alex Madakovich doing everything he can to keep it going for the community at large here in Rockland and beyond, because we got the 10,000 volts. So make sure you reach out to Kerry, Kerry, at WRCR.com and do something good for the station. Don't just call in every morning, hog air time, blow smoke, hot air, like everybody wants to hear from you. Pay back the radio station. Do something for the station. We'll take a quick break. We'll be right back.
Hudson Valley News, informative programs, and your favorite music. We're Radio Unscripted, AM 1700, WRCR, and WRCR.com.
Okay, it's that time of year again, when we all begin to form our fitness resolutions for the new year. If you have had a continued uphill battle, perhaps you'd like to learn more about weight loss surgery. Join me, Kerry Potter, on the December 9th House Calls, when our guest will be Dr. Ramon Rivera, Bariatric Surgical Director at Good Samaritan Hospital. We will also discuss weight loss ideas for the holiday season. Set your calendar for Thursday, December 9th at 5 p.m. for House Calls, brought to you by Good Samaritan Hospital. Advancing care here.
Welcome to WRCR 1700 on your AM dial. I am Sonia Burgos-Cranage, an attorney with the law firm of Sickle and Hicks, located in Suffern, New York. I will be your host on the third Thursday of the month at 9:30 in the morning, and it will be Senior Moments with Sonia. Yes, the third Thursday, Senior Moments with Sonia. Our firm is reaching out to the senior community in Rockland County because many of the senior groups cannot interact in person with speakers. Protect yourself and protect your assets through legal documents. And I hope you join us on the third Thursday of Senior Moments with Sonia.
When winter storms hit, WRCR is your total information source.
Delays, postponements, and cancellations.
Frequently updated weather forecasts from our exclusive meteorologist, Mark Hannock.
Direct reports from road crews who are out there making it safe for you to travel.
They'll tell you which roads are passable or whether it's advisable to just stay put.
It's a total team effort, and we win every time.
So stay right here throughout the winter.
AM 1700 WRCR and WRCR.com.
Your total winter weather information source.
Buying a home is one of the largest investments you'll ever make in a lifetime. Not sure how much money to put down, what budget to set for buying a home, how to pre-qualify for your mortgage. Join Ann Zeilengold every Thursday at 7:15 a.m. on Mortgage Matters, where Ann will answer your questions and give you tips about the mortgage process. Ann Zeilengold is Vice President of FM Home Loans and has over 27 years' experience specializing in residential mortgages. Don't miss the show every Thursday morning at 7:15, right here on WRCR AM 1700, Radio Unscripted, and WRCR.com. Visit Ann at her website, AnnZeilengold.com, or call 354-9700. That's 354-9700.
Now let's take a look at the road with Hudson Valley traffic.
Well, as usual, the northbound Hutch is real heavy from the New England Thruway in the Bronx right up to the Cross County. I'm seeing some heavy delays also on the northbound side of the Sprainbrook Parkway, north of Jackson Avenue. Looks like there might be some construction work here. 287 building up ever so slightly westbound from White Plains over toward exit 4. Tappan Zee Bridge is real good, though. No complaints at all on the Thruway. No problems on the Palisade Parkway. Tappan Zee Bridge is good. Newburgh Beacon Bridge is fine. Traffic sponsored by BioNTech and Pfizer. Festival, football, the great outdoors. Some people say fall is the best time of the year. It may also be a great time to consider getting vaccinated against COVID-19, sponsored by BioNTech and Pfizer. And from the Hudson Valley Traffic Center, I'm Chris Majette.
Weather.
It's a sunny day for a change across the lower Hudson Valley. There's less wind, but it's continuing breezy and highs between 40 and 45. Night, partly cloudy skies and lows 30 to 35, 20s north and west. Then on Wednesday, it's a partly sunny, much milder day. Highs in the low 50s. And Wednesday night, mostly clear, lows in the mid-30s. And Thursday will be in the low 50s and partly sunny skies. For AM 1700 WRCR, this is meteorologist Mark Hannock.
Up-to-the-minute weather information is always available on the WRCR website. Day or night, when you want the weather, check our website at WRCR.com.
And the current temperature is 37.
Hava, Nagila, Hava, Nagila, Hava, Nagila, Ve, Mishmecha, Hava, Nagila, Hava, Nagila, Hava, Nagila, Ve, Mishmecha, I am the king of radio, all hail the king. I love this tune. This gets me pumped up. I want to dance on a table. I want to dance on a piece of glass and crash it. That's what they do. I want to chest bump somebody. Hava Nagila, Happy Hanukkah, and all that good stuff. Again, the king without a crown. I'm going a week without a crown. It's like I'm going through withdrawals. I ain't got the crown on. But I got the yarmulke. It's all good. All right, don't forget to like our Facebook page. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. I got the call today. Bring the truck in Monday. That's it. That's it. The time has come. Thank you. The time has now arrived for the CLEM mobile to get clothed, to get lettered, to now be a moving billboard for the CLEM in the PM and WRCR AM 1700. You don't understand. Still to this day and every day, the eyeballs that are on the pink Clemmobile. Kids, they come out. Mommy, it's pink, the pink car. Look, they come out of the mall screaming. They come out of the dollar store screaming. They come out of the bagel store, pink car, pink car. People look at it, they laugh. But soon they're going to look at it and wonder. They're going to scratch their head. Clem, what's that? WRCR AM 1700? What's that? I can win $500 a month? What's that about? Oh, don't worry. We'll get to that later. Right, so Monday, the Clemmobile goes in from Toyota minivan to Clemmobile. It's unbelievable. I swore I'd never drive a minivan in my life, and now I will be driving a pink lettered minivan, and I love it. I'm going to be driving it. Well, I'm driving to Kentucky. I heard Captain Clemeric. I just found out. We haven't heard from Captain Clemeric in the longest time. Obviously, he went crazy with the COVID. I mean, I understand what he was saying, but he went delirious. He moved to Kentucky, of all places. He's got a ton of acres. He's shooting animals on his land. That's not my gig, but that's what he's doing. He loves it. This was relayed to me third hand. Captain Clemerica, living large in Kentucky. All right, so 845-429-1700 if you ever want to call. Now, I don't know how your Thanksgiving was. I voiced mine yesterday. It was fantastic. I missed the festivities in Congress, though. I didn't know there was a guy naked on his roof in Congress. He was arrested by the Clarkstown police. I mean, hopefully when Sheriff Falco comes on, Jeff and Will divulge a little bit more. I need to know why a man was naked on his roof in Congress, and supposedly the tasers didn't work. The tasers didn't work, and it was a crazy scene. On Thanksgiving, again, the police on Thanksgiving is the last thing I want to do, go, subdue a naked guy on a roof. But as a Congress resident and someone who's pretty in tune with, the people in Congress, although I try to stay away from most of them, this was news to me. So like I said, I'd like to find out more exactly. Like, I don't know, was the turkey spiked? Did he, I don't know what happened. Was the mushrooms, were they planted with stuff with something? What do I know?
I don't know much,
but I know I'm the king. That's just my mind. Like, in my mind, I'm the king. That means, and nothing else. Like, Who walks around with a foamy crown? Although I'm not wearing it today. I mean, except a man with like serious mental issues. All right, that's it right there. All right, so I gotta tell you, I am very proud of a particular person. Right, and I just want to convey how proud I am of this particular person. I was in a bagel store today. It was like a bagel deli, whatever, bagel deli. And I had gotten paid from customers, and I always have my cash with my checks. I have the dollars on the outside so you don't see all the fat bills, and I have the check stuffed inside there. So somehow, some way, I got every dollar facing the same way. They're all up. I have a color coordinated. You know, there's new bills and old bills. I can't have a new bill, an old bill, and a new bill. I got to put them in color order. I have my money always in order. One of the things I learned from the great Dan DeAndrea, and I had to hide the big, because I used to be flashy. If I had $100 bill, I'd always like, yo, here's a $100 bill. Look at me, I'm king of the world. But now I hide that money. Today, I'm online. I'm buying breakfast for my guys. I go up to the register because I went to get a water. I guess I must have pulled out my stash to pull out a 20. I pulled out a 20, and I'm online, and someone taps me on the shoulder. I turn around and I chop him to the neck. That's my natural gut instinct from doing martial arts forever. When someone taps me on the shoulder, I think I'm going to turn around and get punched in the head. So I turn around and I chop him in the neck. I realized it was a young teenage girl. I apologized. I picked her up off the floor, brought her back into conscious state. Just kidding. I didn't turn around and chop her. And I turned around, the young teenage girl, and she, like from Pearl River High School, she says, "You dropped this," and gives me my $100 bill back. Now I ask you, the listening audience, you don't have to respond, but I ask you to answer sincerely. If you saw a $100 bill on the floor, first of all, would you pick it up and keep it? Not knowing who dropped it, but I've got to strongly suspect that if she gave it back to me and said I dropped it, she saw me drop it. So would you have given back that $100 bill? Now there's that show. What's that show called with John Quinones? John Quinones show. What is that called?
What would you do?
What would you do? Yes, thank you. Back on track. A little rough stretch there for you, man, but you're back on track. All right, so what would you do with John Quinones? What would you do? $100 bill dropped on the floor. I'm not thinking, forget about what you do now. As a teenage in Pearl River High School, what would you do? Would you give back that money or would you keep it? I would have kept it. Like knowing me back as a teenager, I would have kept it and I would have followed you around hoping you dropped more. Because if you're dumb enough to drop 100, you're probably dumb enough to drop more. So I would follow you around like a shadow. Anonymously checking in with a list, sharing a story here in Clemville. Everybody sit down, take a seat. All right? I want you to listen up. All right, we're going to share a story now. Shh. Not your turn to talk. You're not sharing your story. Anonymously is sharing his. I lost a $100 bill in ShopRite. So if I saw somebody drop it, I would return it right away. If it's blowing around in the field, I'm keeping it. Of course. I'm taking the corn in the field also. You got to be a good person. This is what I've learned in life. Now, can we always be good? Probably not. Can we be conscious to be good? Yes. And we could always try to do the right thing. Now, do we always do the right thing? No, I know we don't. I know we don't. And I include myself in that. Although I am a CLEM monk and I know many styles of CLEM martial arts, I am not perfect, and neither are you, and neither is this girl. I'm sure she is flawed in some ways. But I was and I'm assuming she went to Pearl River High School because her sweatpants said PRHS down the pants. What do I know?
But the truth! You can't handle the truth!
Oh, wrong button. Damn. I know I can't even hit a sound effect. Yes, caller.
Hey, Clem, it's Franny.
Hey, Franny.
Okay, what I would do is, well, before I used to just, take the money and run. But I would look around, see if I see anybody or what, anybody, any people. And then, because if you say, oh, is this your money, you don't think that the person's not going to say, oh, no, it's, anything like that. They'll probably take it, the person.
Right.
The other person will take it.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean,
I would, if you ask them if you lose anything, right, and they would say, oh, they might, so that's it. That's the only thing. But,
so you know what I did with the $100, Franny? I said, this is my lucky 100. I drove down the street and I bought $100 worth of scratch-off tickets.
Okay.
I haven't scratched them off yet, Franny. If you don't hear from me tomorrow, that means I've won and I've left town with the money.
The scratch-off game is March. Yeah, you heard that? He's going to get Clemens. Okay.
All right, listen, Franny, let me go to break. I love you. I'll talk to you in a bit.
Okay, happy Hanukkah again.
Same to you. Same to you. I'm going to play dreidel tonight. I'm excited. I'm going to spin the dreidel. Remember spin the bottle? I love spin the dreidel. Is there a Jewish word for karma? Does anybody because I believe in karma. Why do I always hold my breasts? Oh my God, it's frill. It's like insane. Like I have this habit now. I grab my breasts. It's insane. I do it every show. It's like there's a magnet on my hand and magnets on my breast, and I grab them like this. I don't know why. Why do I do this?
Maybe you're a big fan. Just saying.
Maybe I'm a big fan of the breast.
Yeah, maybe you're of the breast.
I am. I'm not going to lie. I mean, no doubt. I mean, who isn't? All right. We shall take a quick break and we'll return, but not before I say this. There is a bucket to the left, a pail to the left, and another pail. Christmas bucket, 2 Hanukkah pails, the kids and an adults. The Christmas mug for kids and adults, stuffed with fuzzy socks, hot chocolate to go into the mug, marshmallows, candy canes, chocolate. Beautiful. Stuffed beautiful. Made by young girls. I mean, this is the entrepreneurial spirit. Another young lady has a family, trying to run a little side gig. And I can appreciate the hustle, man, to try to bring a little extra scratch to your home, man. Maybe she does it because she enjoys it. I don't know. Maybe it's for the scratch. Maybe it's just a hobby. Maybe it's to get, like some sort of stress relief, whatever it is. I like the entrepreneurial spirit, and I love these Hanukkah pails. Chocolate, gelt, I still haven't figured out. Anybody know the Jewish word for karma and what gelt is? We got any rabbis out there? Call in. 845-429-1700. Stuff with chocolate, lollipops. There's a wafer. It's beautiful. Cocoa, Land O'Lakes cocoa mix. This is good stuff right here. I'm going to be giving one out when we get back from the break, and I'm going to tell you this is how you're going to win. Stay tuned, and I'll tell you when we get back.
Traffic, weather, and music you remember on AM 1700 WRCR and WRCR.com.
This is Sheriff Lou Falco, wishing you and your family all the warmth this holiday season has to offer. Have a happy Hanukkah, a wonderful Christmas, a joyous Kwanzaa, and a new year filled with peace, love, and happiness.
Hey listeners, this is Dr. Jeff Shannon from Listen Up Rockland, recorded live on WRCR and uploaded to Apple Podcasts and Spotify. My next show is coming up on Monday, December 6th at 9:30 a.m., and I'm super excited to welcome one of our rock star patients, Rob Stoner. One of Rob's early musical contributions was Don McLean's song American Pie. Rob has produced several solo albums. He toured extensively with Bob Dylan and has played with such diverse artists as Chris Spedding, Chuck Berry, and Joni Mitchell. His music has brought joy to so many, but in the last decade, he also noticed difficulty hearing and communicating, and tried some personal sound amplifiers that, for a professional musician, just didn't cut it. Finally, in 2016, Rob found his way to our practice, and everything changed. To hear more about the amazing musical career and what's important in better hearing, be sure to tune in on Monday, December 6th at 9:30 a.m. on WRCR.com or AM 1700 as I welcome legendary musician Rob Stoner.
Jazz is.
Jazz is life in motion. It's spontaneous improvisation.
Jazz is communication. An amazing archive of recorded music that has changed my life, has changed the world.
It's a life experience, and it's personal, but it's something that we can all relate to. A sense of community, finding out about each other in the moment.
Jazz is community.
It connects me to every part of my life, my family, my marriage, my child, myself. It's the most beautiful thing in the world for me.
It's a culture of music that expresses the now.
Making music in the moment, it's not about the past or the future, it is just about living and loving each other right now.
Jazz is love.
Love. You have to love the music to be able to play it.
Jazz is life. Jazz has been my entire life. Jazz is a way of life expressed in rhythm and tune.
It is a human thing. It teaches you many lessons about how to understand yourself with other people and how to understand yourself in the way you live your life too.
Jazz is here on WRCR. Stardust Memories with your host Dan Karcher. Weekdays, 10 until 2 p.m. right here on WRCR 1700 AM.
Now let's take a look at the road and Hudson Valley traffic. Well, as usual, the northbound Hutch is real heavy from the New England Thruway in the Bronx right up to the Cross County. I'm seeing some heavy delays also on the northbound side of the Springbrook Parkway north of Jackson Avenue. Looks like there might be some construction work here. 287 building up ever so slightly westbound from White Plains over toward exit 4. Tappan Zee Bridge is real good, though. No complaints at all on the Thruway. No problems on the Palisade Parkway. Tappan Zee Bridge is good. Newburgh Beacon Bridge is fine. Traffic sponsored by BioNTech and Pfizer. Festival, football, the great outdoors. Some people say fall is the best time of the year. It may also be a great time to consider getting vaccinated against COVID-19, sponsored by BioNTech and Pfizer. And from the Hudson Valley Traffic Center, I'm Chris Majette.
Weather.
It's a sunny day for a change across the lower Hudson Valley. West wind, but it's continuing breezy, and highs between 40 and 45. Nights, slightly cloudy skies, and lows 30 to 35, 20s north and west. And on Wednesday, slightly sunny, much milder day. Highs in the low 50s. And Wednesday night, mostly clear, lows in the mid-30s. And Thursday will be in the low 50s and partly sunny skies. For AM 1700 WRCR, meteorologist Laura Canick.
Up-to-the-minute weather information is always available on the WRCR website. Day or night, when you want the weather, check our website at WRCR.com.
And the current temperature is 36 degrees.
Alrighty, we are back here. Alice Cooper jamming. Love Alice Cooper. I got turned on to Alice Cooper by going to parties at the Lotito's parents' house. Growing up, my sister married Lou Lotito, one of the sons of Nick Lotito, founder of Lotito's Deli. Lotito's Deli, one of the best delis you'll ever go to. Ramsey over there, Interstate Shopping Center. And every year they played the same songs. I mean, one of the songs I always heard was The Rose by Bette Midler. They always played, they played the movie. Every year they played the same movie, The Rose. They just played it, and like nobody was in the room while it was just the TV. Nobody in the room. Once in a while, I go in there and I hear the song "The Rose" play. I love that song. Alice Cooper, "You and Me," great tune. I love that song. And then I went searching for Alice Cooper, trying to find that song. Bought albums, CDs, could never find that song, but I found Alice Cooper, and I tell you, I love the guy. All right, school's out for summer. I used to love when school was out. I used to hear this, like I always used to do the same thing. All right. I used to add up my scores. All right, I got a 64. If I get 137 on the final, that'll average out to a 66. So I need to get 137 on the final. Science, my grade is 55. I need to get 174 on the final exam. That's what I would do at the end. And then school would be over, and then all of a sudden I'd have to start summer school. Summer school. I hated summer school because it impeded on my vacation. But there was one teacher that stuck out for all the summer schools that I did, Mr. Spalding. It was an English class, and I used to actually love going to Mr. Spalding's class because we did nothing. We absolutely did nothing. I mean, he was like sitting in his chair, feet chopped up on a desk. It was like, hey, everybody just come in. If you're dumb and you didn't understand English for 10 months, how are you going to get it in 6 weeks? Just do whatever you want to do, and that's that. All right? I love Mr. Spalding. I mean, wherever he is, maybe he'd be having fun. All right, God bless that guy. All right, so talk about schools. This is crazy. I mean, the world is changing. Like, when did you hear this? We barely got snow days. Forget about now. I mean, school districts are canceling thousands of classes due to staff shortages and teacher burnout. You understand? You get an email today. Classes are canceled tomorrow. The teachers aren't coming in. We're closing the school this week because the teachers need a break. That's what's going on all throughout the United States. Teacher burnout, inability to find effective teachers, shortages, of qualified teachers, retirees, people hitting the highways, finding other jobs. That's crazy. I mean, who would ever thought of that? Like, and this is happening all over and a lot. Yeah. The day before you get an email, you're a two-income family. You depend on both incomes to get by, and you get an email that school will be closed for the next 3 days. I mean, I'm not blaming the teachers. I don't understand what's going on in this world. Crazy. I mean, usually the weekends, that's when you take off, regroup, you get it together. But I don't know. Why am I rubbing my breast again? Like, look at, oh my, what is wrong? I mean, maybe Kevin's right. I don't know. I'm wearing my Dr. Davies farm shirt, and there's apples in a bucket, and it looks like I'm itching the bucket, scratching the apples. All right, but anyway, we're going to talk about buckets. We're going to give one away right now. You want a mug, or you want a Hanukkah pail? The choice is yours. It's one or the other. One or the other. Now, again, I said you got to get climogenized. Full climogenization. If you were listening, I talked about Alice Cooper, Bette Midler, The Rose, You and Me. I heard these songs at somebody's house. And I said it. I may have said it fast, but I said it clear. I knew that would be the first opportunity for someone to win. Now, call in 845-429-1700. If, in fact, you heard me speak the name, I need the full name. I need the full name. First and last name. Right now, you may have heard something that's correct, or you may have heard something that's wrong, or you may have heard nothing at all. So if you heard nothing, you have no chance. Don't call in and waste my time. But if you have an educated guess, then dial 845-429-1700 and take it. Yes, Kev.
We have two guesses.
All right, now I don't know if you know who's on the lines, but if you know who's on the lines and it's someone who hasn't won, pick them first. If either one has won, then it doesn't matter who. Caller that was first.
Okay, here we go. Turn your radio down.
Hello? Hello?
Yep.
Hello?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Well, I already won, so you got to pick the other guy.
Nah, don't worry about it. You're on the phone already. If I didn't say who, I said if the other guy didn't win, but I'm assuming you both won and he went to you. No worries. You're on the phone already. So whose house did I go to all those years growing up where I was turned on to Alice Cooper, The Rose, and a lot of other great things?
Loquito.
First name.
Mr. Loquito.
Close, and it wasn't Loquito. Good guess. I like that, Mr. That's a good one, though. That's quick thinking right there. That's good stuff. We go to the second caller.
The other person hung up.
Oh, you hung up. They must have thought Joe from Parts Unknown was going to win, because he does. I mean, he's new to the area, and he wins. 429-1700. Second caller, whoever you shall be, call in and take a chance on, unless you were going to say Mr. Logigo, like Joe from Parts Unknown did. So let's move on. That's crazy about those schools. Shutting down for a day to a week. Yeah, there will be some. It's like your kid will come to school today, but there will be no English and no math because both teachers need days to relax. So they're going to be getting extra recess. And let me tell you something, there's value in recess. I believe there's more value in recess than a lot of classes. You learn camaraderie. You learn how to share. Or you don't learn how to share and you don't know how to make friends. You learn how to navigate through, the good and the bad. You ever go out to recess? There's kids pushing each other. There's kids playing hopscotch. There's kids yelling at each other. There's kids, sitting there drawing. It's the good and the bad. So recess is a great learning opportunity. All right. Let me tell you what I'm sick of. These flat, whenever there's an incident, it's all of a sudden, people feel like they have the right to ransack businesses. And Black Friday, there was a rash of flash mob robberies taking part throughout the United States. Los Angeles, there were quite a few, and in other areas of our good old United States of America. The flash mob robberies are disgusting. It's people, listen, it ain't people like me and you who are working hard, got our hustle on, we got our grind game going, and all of a sudden we're going to go smash somebody's window and roll out with a TV. You know who these people are. I don't have to tell you who. You know the class of people that do this. They're not the finer selection of human that we have to offer here on planet Earth. They're the lowest scum and slime and pieces of that I truly believe that I'm even thinking of taking all my, everything I have, all my savings, selling crypto cards, everything, and investing in a company that builds little mini R2-D2s. Remember that little thing, that little garbage can thing with two legs? He cruised around. His buddy was like C-3PO, the big Tin Man, like the modern Tin Man. But R2-D2, this little shell thing, cruising around on wheels. I'm thinking of making little R2-D2s and selling them to all these stores. Arm yourself for Armageddon. For days of flash mob robberies, you will have the CLEM C3P, CLEM 32D269R2. And It's a little thing that shoots darts, blows flames. I mean, squirts like oil slicks. If your store is going to be a wreck, it might as well be filled with people like shot up into like Swiss cheese, legs cut off. I mean, machetes flying, throwing Chinese stars out of this thing. I will create the technology to create these little things to defend the hard-working businessman against the slime and scum that do this stuff. Sledgehammers, crowbars, busting down windows, doors that have been boarded up because home business owners anticipate that the garbage will be out. So why not be able to take a few of these people out? I don't even like to refer to them as people. I mean, and do I call them animals when I love animals? I mean, I love animals. I'm quite skeptical about snakes. I don't know about the horse yet. But I mean, can I even refer to these people as animals? So I'm always disgusted. Like when there's a verdict and it doesn't go your way, and however disheartening it may be, whatever side you're on, it gives nobody the right to go all of a sudden bashing, burning, rioting. You know, and I don't care about rioting. You want to riot, you could riot in the cornfields. You know what I'm saying, and pull some corn stalks down. Actually, don't do that because you know the farmer works very hard for those. So I hate when I see these flash mobs, and now all of a sudden it's like, we're just going to bust into a mall and bust in and steal all the watches. Like I said, I'm going to create a machine that all of a sudden, when like people break in, it senses it. It comes out of a closet and it just goes crazy. It's like it's like Rambo, Bruce Lee, Schwarzenegger, the Terminator. It's like all wrapped up. There's Chinese stars flying, oil slicks shooting out, machine gun pellets, a big machete chopping legs off. And you might laugh, or you might say, how stupid. But this is what these people deserve, using the smash and grab technique. Now, I myself have been a criminal in my past, no doubt. But again, we talked about before about the $100, that lovely girl who I think was in Pearl River High School or maybe was in there, graduated, whatever, returning a $100 bill. That's the type of people we need to be. If you listened to the great Pastor Rich today, obviously you heard my phone call and heard a great man talk about great things. And one of those great things is about being great people. And being a great person doesn't mean you have to be rich or you have to have a fancy car or a big house. None of that stuff makes you a good person. Maybe those qualities it took to get those things, if you did it the right. If you're a Greg Bree, then you're the biggest piece of... Let me check on Wilbur. Wilbur, you okay? You just sitting there listening to the show? Good boy, Wilbur. I love you. Thank you, Wilbur. Sometimes I wonder what's Wilbur doing. He's just sitting there in the stable. He's a good boy. All right, listen, we're rolling up on 4 o'clock. I don't know what I do. Some people get it, some people don't. If you're listening, you either get it or you're listening because you don't get it and you just need to hear what I'm going to say. One or the other, it don't matter. It's called ratings. And the ratings are rising. And when we get the Clementi van back, lettered up, face, I mean, oh God, it's insane. I'm like literally shaking for the excitement. And that's when we start pushing our advertising campaign. We got a caller, Kev?
No, I just have an interesting bit of news to pass on. It's not really breaking news. It's just things that make you go, wow.
All right.
So the English women's soccer team just ended their match against Latvia 20-0. They had 63 shots on goal and did not give up a single shot.
Disgraceful. On both teams. I'll tell you, disgraceful that a team can go out and not compete and lose 6-3-0. But for the coach to do, what'd you say, it was 20-0?
20-0.
You know, I have a philosophy that if we're up 4-0, we call off the horses. Now, if they score a goal, we get 2 back. That's my philosophy. If we're good enough to get 4 and hold them to nothing, we're going to be good enough to get 2 more. So if they score, we show them, hey, take it easy. I don't want to have to embarrass you. So that being said, I would never do that. That's humiliation of the other team. And you know, coaches that do that are really, I mean, to me, that's disgraceful. That's just, it epitomizes the worst of what a sport has to offer. When you know you're that much better, I mean, you should at least put in your third string and tell them like to keep the ball away and not like, I mean, come on, that's so, to me, that's not cool. I don't know. I don't have any good feelings about that.
Yeah, 10 different players scored, with 4 players getting a hat trick.
Wow, interesting. Things that make you go, All right, things that make you go, I love it. It's the Clem in the PM. We'll take a quick break. We'll be right back.
AM 1700 WRCR Haverstraw.
Are you self-motivated, creative, and persistent? WRCR is seeking sales account executives to help bring in new clients and create successful radio campaigns and digital promotions on a commission-only basis with excellent earning potential. If you're interested in joining our sales team, please email me, Kerry, Kerry, at WRCR.com. And hey, college students, this is a great opportunity to gain sales experience in the exciting world of radio.
You remember the days when you could turn on your radio and hear songs like this? Well, they're back. Hi, everybody. This is Bryant Avenue Bob Trevero, and I'll be hosting the Do Up Dream Machine Show this Friday and every Friday night from 6 to 8 p.m. right here on WRCR 1700 AM and streaming live on WRCR.com. I'll play songs like this that you know and love and introduce you to songs you've never heard. But once you do, you'll get to know and love them as well. I'll take your telephone calls, dedications, and song requests. You say it, and I'll play it. I'll be brought to you by Rick's Club American in Congress, New York. So join me this Friday and every Friday night from 6 to 8 p.m. for the Do Up Dream Machine Show right here on WRCR.
Hello, Hudson Valley. It's Tuesday, November 30th, 2021. I'm Jeff Lewis with your WRCR News. A North Carolina man was sentenced to 20 years in prison for a fatal shooting in Nyack. 35-year-old Jason Jabouin had pleaded guilty to manslaughter earlier this year, shot Ryan Franklin of West Haverstraw on Midland Avenue in May 2020 following a confrontation. The county legislature's Budget and Finance Committee is meeting tonight to potentially make some tweaks to the county executive's 2022 budget proposal.
Provided we all agree, it will go forward to the county executive for his signature. But I don't think there will be significant changes, but I know that there are some ideas that legislators have and will be submitted to the administration.
And that was Minority Legislator Lon Hofstein. The committee is expected to adopt the 2022 budget tonight at 6 p.m., with the full legislature voting on them on Wednesday night. A highly traveled roadway from Orangetown to Clarkstown will remain shut down near the border of the two towns, possibly until the spring. The bridge on Western Highway between Pineview Road and Green Road is being replaced. Clarkstown Supervisor George Homan says the project hit supply chain issues and may not be done until April.
The steel for the bridge was actually supposed to be delivered a number of weeks ago. It's coming, it looks like, this week. It's not so much about getting the steel and getting that constructed in. There are regulations as to the temperature at which you can pour concrete on a bridge decking surface under DOT standards.
Orangetown Supervisor Teresa Kenny says the roadway is a popular route for those traveling between West Nyack and Blauvelt, and the delays have become quite an inconvenience.
Someone said you can tint it and heat it, and they said that wouldn't be safe, and it's a mess.
The Western Highway Bridge was originally supposed to reopen in early January. Meanwhile, over in Ramapo, Supervisor Michael Speck says the new College Road Thruway overpass reopened last week. ahead of schedule.
And one thing we told them, we said, if you're going to redo College Road overpass, you really need to put a sidewalk in, and they listened. They did a great job, and they put in a beautiful sidewalk. So there's a lot of happiness out there, I think, in the public that this is finally reopened, and it was done a week under schedule, and hats off to the Thruway.
The College Road Bridge was the final portion of a $30.8 million infrastructure improvement project to replace 3 bridges in Ramapo. The Scotland Hill Road Bridge opened November 1st, and the Hungry Hollow Road Bridge was replaced and reopened 1 year ago. New York City Mayor Bill de Blasio Monday strongly recommended fully vaccinated people and those who have had the virus to wear masks in all indoor public places in anticipation of the Omicron variant's arrival. In a press conference yesterday, Governor Kathy Hochul said the situation is being closely monitored, and she fully expects it to arrive here.
We have notification that it has arrived in Ontario, which is literally across the bridge from where I live. I can see Canada from my house, and Ontario is right there.
Dr. Kirsten St. George is the director of virology at the New York Wadsworth Lab, and she says continuous monitoring of positive COVID specimens has not yet found any evidence of the new strain being in the country or the state.
To thoroughly monitor for genetic changes in the virus and to track the introduction of new variants, we need to actually sequence the genetic material of the entire genome of the virus. We call this process simply sequencing, and it's a much longer, more labor-intensive process. And Wadsworth has been sequencing patient specimens to monitor for circulating strains in New York since March 2020, one of the earliest labs in the country to do this.
The governor also says she's concerned about the number of COVID hospitalizations trending up, while the number of available hospital beds is going down. Video testimony given to the independent investigators appointed by New York Attorney General Letitia James as part of the sexual harassment inquiry into the former governor was released by the AG's office yesterday. In one of the videos, Andrew Cuomo admitted he occasionally complimented women he worked with on their appearance.
I hug a lot. It is part of my customary greeting. Maybe it's cultural, maybe it's personal, but I hug a lot in all situations, women and men.
Also released yesterday, videos of the former governor's accusers, top aide Rich Azzopardi, and transcripts from the former governor's brother, CNN talk show host Chris Cuomo, who had given him advice on how to deal with the scandals. James is now herself running for governor. I'm Jeff Lewis with your WRCR News. Mark Hannick's weather is up next. We've got Stardust Memories with Dan Karcher at 11, The Good with Kevin Thomas at 2, and Clem in the PM at 3. For more news and breaking stories, follow us on Facebook and Twitter, and check out our website, WRCR.com.
Now let's take a look at the roads and Hudson Valley traffic.
Hey, good afternoon. First off, let's take a look what's happening here crossing over the Newburgh Beacon Bridge. Construction work, of course, is in place, but the new traffic pattern recently put in where drivers will proceed to the furthest left lane as you come off of 9D. Keep that in mind. Things are moving along pretty nicely at this point. We've got an incident recently cleared away. It was road work in Orange County on 202. Getting to Putnam County on 312 eastbound by International Boulevard, there's a crash. You'd have at least one lane out of service. In Pomona, an accident is cleared through Rockland County on the Palisades Parkway northbound exit 12. Things are easing up. The Hutch northbound exit 4B up to the Cross County is stop and go. And you've got some construction on the left lane of Sprainbrook northbound. Jackson Avenue to 100B, it's late running. Left lane's closed until further notice. We're going to keep an eye on that. That could get pretty bad. We're sponsored by Audible. Audible's the best place to listen for everything you're into, from comedy and motivation to popular podcasts and best-selling audiobooks right now. Take advantage of a special holiday offer and save 60% on your first 3 months. Learn more and sign up at audible.com. From the Hudson Valley Traffic Center, I'm John Grimeyer.
Weather for tonight. Partly cloudy with the low around 32 degrees. For Wednesday, partly sunny with a high near 44. For Wednesday night, a chance of rain and snow showers between 10 p.m. and 4 a.m. Then a slight chance of rain showers after 4 a.m. Otherwise increasing clouds with the low around 33. For Thursday, a 20% chance of showers. Otherwise mostly cloudy with a high near 53 degrees. It could be gusty as well, gusts as high as 22 miles per hour. And for Friday, mostly sunny with a high near 45 degrees. That's the weather forecast. For WRCR, I'm Kevin Thomas.
Up-to-the-minute weather information is always available on the WRCR website. Day or night, when you want the weather, check our website at WRCR.com.
And the current temperature is 36 degrees.
The following program is furnished by its producer, host, and sponsors.
Welcome back, Clemaniacs. This is Kevin Thomas, and you're listening to the second hour of Clem in the PM. Here's your host, Pete Clemente. Mute button.
All right, we're back here on Clem in the PM. A little extended break and some dead air. I just wanted to cool the microphone off a little bit. Oh my God, I can't believe it. The mute button got me again. Golly, let me get back. I was broadcasting in hell. I should just sit here and burn it. Oh my God, the mute button got me. Let me go back to Studio 69. Oh my God, that's insane.
Mute button 20. Pete, nothing.
Oh my God. Sometimes I wonder. You know, I'm gonna look at what I'm doing. I'm gonna put on the Clem copter view right now. Here we go. And you see, you're getting a view from the Clem copter, looking down, all the stuff I have to navigate through. You think it's easy? Look at all that. All right, back to Clem Studio 69. Thank you. All right. Just the touch of a button. All you need is a green screen and a good friend. And, you know, I tell you, really, you just need one good buddy in this world, and it makes it that much easier. All right, so I am determined to get Dave that Porsche. You laugh, but I am determined. I have a few things in my life that I really, really want to do. Realistic. I mean, I'd love to go to every, country. You know, I'd love to go to the Eiffel Tower. I'd love to go stand next to one of those guys that wear the big fuzzy hat in Great Britain, they stand there with the hat over their head, and take a picture with them. I try to make them laugh. There's a lot of things. I want to go to the tombs in Egypt, but realistically, I got a couple of realistic things, and one of them is to buy a Porsche for my buddy Dave, like a sweet one. I know he wants to go to the track, tear it up. He deserves it for all he's doing and has done. All right, famous birthdays. If it's your birthday, first of all, you're the most famous person to me. I knock on this guy's door today. He opens up the door. Sweet house. As soon as he opened up the door, I'm like, holy, look at his crib. He's like, oh my God. He's like, the famous Pete is here. He's like, I cannot believe I am actually meeting Pete. Your signs are everywhere. On the WhatsApp, you are like a king. I said, I am a king. Just so you know, my grandfather was a Kohen. I'm the king every day from 3 to 5 in Clemville. He looked at me pretty strange when I said that. Actually, I didn't say that, okay? Just pretended I said that. So he lets me in. He says, man, I can't believe it. He goes, you're famous. Not famous. Just a well-known guy here in my hometown of Rockland County, which, by the way, has its own radio station, WRCR AM 1700 on the dial. Let's get to the birthday. Well, dudes, if it's your birthday, I'm wishing you a very happy birthday on this last day of the month, I do believe, Tuesday, November 30th. If it's your birthday, I wish you health for this year ahead as you take another trip around the sun, experience all the joys that another year has to bring you in this world. I do wish you all the best. You share a birthday with Ben Stiller. Ben Stiller, 56. Ben Stiller. I mean, Ben Stiller been in a lot of movies. I mean, I think Ben Stiller's pretty funny. I like Ben Stiller. Some people, they don't get... I missed the Ben Stiller show. That was like one of the only shows I watched. I like Ben Stiller. Chrissy Teigen, she's a model, 36 years old, looking as good as ever. Let's see, who else we got? Moving down the line. Winston Churchill. Talk about going to Britain. He was the prime minister during World War II. He encouraged bravery and endurance, all right? Those are two traits that I tell you I respect, bravery and endurance. Happy birthday, Winston Churchill. I believe he's 170, could be 174, something like whatever, 1874, 1974. He'd be about 150, something like that. Steve Aoki, he's a famous DJ. He's 44. Mark Twain, holy moly. Mark Twain, the novelist. Mark Twain, wow. He was born Samuel Langhorne Clemens. Wrote Tom Sawyer, Huck Finn. And his pen name was Mark Twain. Mark Twain's birthday. Oh my God. If it's your birthday today, I mean, you look at it, so crazy. Look at all these people you share a birthday with. Woody Allen. Woody Allen. What happened to Woody Allen? I don't know. I mean, what happened to Woody? Well, you know Woody Allen. He's like Broadway guy, Woody Allen. But what happened to him? Ying Yi. What was her name? Sung Yoon? Something like that. Bo Jackson. Everybody loves Bo. Bo's 59. Yo, Bo was a tank. He was sick. Bo Jackson was insane. I'm telling you, I love Bo. I love Bo. I love his personality. I love Bo. He was crazy in college. He literally put dudes out of their football. After their like games playing Bo Jackson, people dropped out of like football. Like, yo, I'm going to go take up drama. I'm going to take up ballet in college. I ain't playing football no more if there's dudes like this. Billy Idol. Oh, my God, it's Billy Idol's birthday. I love Billy Idol. He got that new tune out. Yo, the new Billy Idol is real good. I mean, you remember, Dancing with Myself. What else? Rebel Yell. Eyes Without a Face. But now he's got this new tune out. What is it called? I forgot the name, but it's a great tune. It is really a great tune. Wow. A lot of people on famous birthdays today. How many people out there writing down these names thinking I'm going to be doing that again? I don't play the same game twice. Come on now. You're wasting pen and paper. I did that yesterday. Dick Clark. Oh, my God. Who don't love Dick Clark? I mean, we love Dick Clark. I love Dick Clark. I miss Dick Clark. I really do. I love Dick Clark. New Year's Eve ain't the same without Dick Clark. I mean, come on now. It ain't New Year's Eve without Dick Clark. I love him. I miss him. He passed away in 2012, almost 10 years ago. We miss Dick Clark. Well, a lot of famous birthdays. Holy moly. Let me tell you something. You share your birthday with a lot of famous birthdays today. What national day is it? That's what we do at the 420. The 420, I mean, we really do nothing except we do this. We waste a little time. Famous birthdays. What national day is it? I love these, though. I love the national day part of this, right? This to me is very exciting. As you can see, I'm very excited. All right. It's National Stay Home Because You're Well Day. Yeah, hi. I'm calling in well. What do you mean, Mr. Jones? You're the teacher for English. Why are you calling me? Saying you're calling in well. Mrs. Parker, I'm just letting you know I'm taking off today because I'm well. It's National Stay Home Because You're Well Day. All right. Let's see what this rally is. Let's see. National Stay Home Because You're Well Day. I mean, basically, you're staying home because you're well. There's nothing wrong with you, so you're staying home. It's National Personal Space Day. I mean, that kind of coincides with National Stay Home Because You're Well. I need my personal space because I'm well. I'm going to stay home. Wow. National Moose Day. I don't like moose. I don't like to eat moose. When I had hair, I used to wear that moose. Nexus, what was it, Nexus? Nexus made all those hair supplies. I used to put a lot of moose in my hair. All right, this one is serious. There's no joke. National Meth Awareness Day. I was just reading a story about a young man who passed away on drugs and how it ripped up his family. He was caught at work going through coworkers' pocketbooks. They caught him on camera, and now, it just went downhill from there. And he ended up dying, and now his mother is trying to help addicts. And That's the scariest. I mean, you just pray that your kids just can stay away from that, that peer pressure. Kev, you have to say something, or we have a caller?
We have Angela. She said you were expecting her.
Oh, yes. We're going to tell Angela we're going to take a quick break. We have to take our commercial break, and we'll come back with her. Very excited to do this interview. We'll be back here on Clem and the PM. Special guest. Stay tuned. Be right back.
It's great music that doesn't get in the way of your work. AM 1700 WRCR and WRCR.com.
Hi folks, this is Clarkstown Supervisor George Holman, wishing all Rockland County residents and our loyal WRCR 1700 AM listeners a joyful holiday season. Wishing you all a Merry Christmas, a Happy Hanukkah, and a happy, healthy, and prosperous New Year. Happy holidays, everyone.
Running out of faith? Then stop by for a service. Don't forget to tune in to Faith Unscripted, a brand new show dealing with the big questions about God, faith, and you. Hosted by Clarkstown Reformed Church's own Pastor Rich. Every Tuesday at 10 a.m. only on WRCR, AM 1700.
Hi, I'm Roxanne Watson, inviting you to join us every Wednesday morning at 9:15 a.m. for Michael's Gift, a weekly program that focuses on organ donation and patient advocacy. I will be taking your calls and share real-life stories. This show is dedicated in honor of my donor, Michael Boville, United States Coast, and his amazing family. That's Michael's Gifts every Wednesday at 9:15 a.m. Michael's Gifts is sponsored by Live On New York.
Roxanne Watson is on a mission to have more people sign up as organ, eye, and tissue donors.
Are you an organ donor?
What drives her? Roxanne received a heart transplant made possible by an organ donor.
I decided that day to devote myself to signing up the most people in the United States.
Now she's a powerful force for good.
That's my goal.
What could you make possible as an organ, eye, and tissue donor? Leave behind the gift of life. Go to organdonor.gov. U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, Health Resources and Services Administration.
You just heard that message, right? Well, someone somewhere is calling them up right now or planning to. So why not become them? Click on WRCR.com to make it happen for you.
Now let's take a look at the roads with Hudson Valley traffic.
Good afternoon. First off, let's take a look what's happening here crossing over the Newburgh Beacon Bridge. Construction work, of course, is in place, but the new traffic pattern recently put in where drivers will proceed to the furthest left lane as you come off of 9D. Keep that in mind. Things are moving along pretty nicely, though, at this point. We've got an incident recently cleared away. It was road work in Orange County on 202. Getting through Putnam County on 312 eastbound by International Boulevard, there's a crash. You have at least one lane out of service. In Pomona, an accident was cleared through Rockland County on the Palisades Parkway northbound by exit 12. Things are easing up. The Hutch northbound exit 4B up to the Cross County is stop and go. And you've got some construction Sprainbrook northbound. Jackson Avenue to 100B, it's late running. Left lane will further notice when that Audible, best place to listen for everything you're into, from comedy and motivation to popular podcasts and best-selling audiobooks. Right now, take advantage of a special holiday offer and save 60% on your first 3 months. Learn more and sign up at audible.com. From the Hudson Valley Traffic Center, I'm John Grameyer.
Weather. For tonight, partly cloudy with a low around 32 degrees. For Wednesday, partly sunny with a high near 44. For Wednesday night, a chance of rain and snow showers between 10 p.m. and 4 a.m. Then a slight chance of rain showers after 4 a.m. Otherwise increasing clouds with the low around 33. For Thursday, a 20% chance of showers, otherwise mostly cloudy with a high near 53 degrees. It could be gusty as well, gusts as high as 22 miles per hour. And for Friday, mostly sunny with a high near 45 degrees. That's the weather forecast. For WRCR, I'm Kevin Thomas.
Up-to-the-minute weather information is always available on the WRCR website. Day or night, when you want the weather, check our website at WRCR.com.
And the current temperature is 36 degrees.
Ooh, it's cold out there. Bundle up. All right, so talking about cold, our next guest is here to talk about the Winter Wonderland Family Festival, which is going down this Saturday, December 4th, over at St. Thomas Aquinas College, where my wife graduated from. Let's welcome to Clemville, Professor Angela McDonald. Thank you for taking out time of your day to come onto our show and talk to our listening audience.
Oh, thank you very much for the kind invitation, and I'm delighted that your wife is an alum of St. Thomas Aquinas College.
We are actually trying to persuade all four of our kids, ages 8 to 13, to follow in their proud mother's footsteps and stay local and get a great education from Stack. My wife really enjoyed her time there. She has several friends who have graduated from there also and have gone on to great careers of their own. And she only has great things to say about this school. So hopefully my kids will follow in their mother's footsteps.
Well, I'm really happy to hear that, and that's always great to hear positive things about St. Thomas Aquinas. We have a new president, President Daly, who is really changing our focus in terms of bringing the community to Stack and bringing Stack to the community. So as part of that endeavor, I took it upon myself, and my students decided that we would take that opportunity to run a Winter Wonderland Family Festival, which is happening this Saturday from 10 a.m. in the morning until 8 p.m. at night. This is a completely student-run event. The students have organized it under my supervision. They're the event planning and management students here. And we've been planning this since September, and thankfully all is coming together very well. We have lots and lots of vendors and lots of exciting things in store. If you'd like me to tell you a little bit more, I certainly can.
Again, most certainly. We'd love to hear more about it. But first, I want to just ask you, you say students. What exactly is your position at St. Thomas Aquinas?
So I'm the professor of hospitality and the director of the hospitality management program. So the program has been at St. Thomas Aquinas College now for the last 4 years. So I direct the program, I teach on the program. I do that through, using expert advice. Obviously we're in a huge hospitality and tourism area here in New York State. So I work very closely with hospitality providers and tourism providers to develop a curriculum which is very focused on getting students jobs when they graduate. That's my ultimate, goal, is to get students jobs. And I have to say that my program has been successful in that. I have 100% graduate employment record, and all of my students go on a fully paid internship, which this year I sent 2 students to Casa Bacardi in Puerto Rico, and also I have some students who go to the Hyatt Regency in Chesapeake. So all of these things I have done actually through working with alum and working with industry to set up relationships and get my students out there into the industry. So that is a little bit of what I do. I teach on the program, I've written all the curriculum for the program, and I work very closely with career development here to get our students opportunities.
Awesome. Again, we are talking to Professor Angela McDonald over at St. Thomas Aquinas College. So Winter Wonderland Family Festival, when I told my wife about it, I told her I'd be having an interview. Someone would be coming on from Stack. Not only was she very excited that someone was coming on from Stack, but we having 4 kids ages 8 to 13, we thought it was a great opportunity to get out and do something family-oriented. So we're definitely looking forward to getting down there. Tell our listening audience, what are some of the fun things we can look forward to when we head down to the Winter Wonderland this Saturday?
Right. For your children of those ages, there's something for everyone. The festival kicks off at 10 a.m. in the morning. For the adults who want to come and have a stroll around our beautiful lawn, which would be very nicely decorated, there's some gorgeous coffees and cappuccinos. At 11 a.m. we have the gingerbread bouncy house, which is guaranteed to be a lot of fun. We are utilizing Orangetown's showmobile, which is going to be set up on the lawn. And there we're going to have Back to Rock, who are going to have an instrument petting zoo, which I'm really excited about. And so students and all ages can get up and they can try out the drums, they can try out different instruments. At about 1 p.m., we have a lovely Irish set from Innisfree School of Dancing. At 3 p.m., we have live music, 3 separate bands who are playing live music until 8 p.m. But in addition to all of that, we have an array of vendors. So we have boutiques, we have Eon Fitness, we have Retro Gym, we have a selection of great food trucks. We have Gracie's Bulldog Grill. We have Crêpes Suzette de France, which are coming all the way from Yonkers. Not that far, but a little bit away.
That just sounds so good, the way you said it. I mean, I'm looking forward to getting to their place.
Right, and we have lots of crafts. We have candles by Ada. We have carpentry by Katie. So there's lots of crafts for sale. We actually have our own Stack New Hope movement who are having a fair trade boutique. And I've literally just seen some of the handmade chess sets that they have for sale, which are going to be would make an absolutely gorgeous gift and really promote fair trade. We have cookies galore. Lots of cookie vendors, sweet and salties, which is a huge hit with everyone. We have the state police, who are going to sort of escort us around for the day. We have beer and wine and White Claw, and we also have Rockland Cidery, which is part of Van Houten's. Van Houten would also be there, selling some wreaths, etc. So really there's something for everyone. But the most exciting part is at 4:30, we have a fire truck parade, and we're bringing some very special guests from the North Pole who are going to arrive and give out some gifts. So I leave it to the listeners to guess who those might be. So we have some very special visitors coming at 4:30 via fire truck parade.
Wow, so it's obviously, I mean, it's 10 to 8, so there's a lot of time for people to get there, but it seems like the time to really be there is, 4:30-ish. I mean, if you want to see those special guests come in. But no matter what time you get there, it seems like the event Winter Wonderland Family Festival will just be invigorating and exciting for all ages. All families should head out there and see what you and your students have put together. It really sounds like it's going to be a great event.
I think it's going to be a great event. We have never done this before, and obviously the students are leading this, so a lot of the decisions about the operational aspects and the logistics, we're leaving to kind of hopefully everything will work out. We've planned everything so there is something for everyone at every stage of the day. I should give a huge shout out to Jim, who is Rockland Kettle Corn. He's going to be there.
Oh, I love Jim. Jim's the best.
Put me in. Right.
I don't mean
he's
to cut
the
you off.
person who
Jim
put me
does
in
so
touch
much.
with you, so.
He does so much for the show and the community. I mean, he hooks me up like he did with you. A lot of great guests that are doing great things in the community. He's a special guy.
He is, and he's also an alum. So it seems like I have a lot of alum working who don't get the kind of credit perhaps that they deserve here at Stack. So I'm delighted to be able to give a huge shout out to Jim for his help. He has been an amazing help at this whole event because obviously he's an expert at these type of things. So that's the event. I hope that it's going to be amazing. I think it's going to be incredible. I was disappointed that your weather forecast finished on Friday because I was frantically jotting down what the weather might be like on Saturday, but I believe it's going to be cool, obviously, and hopefully
Saturday
a
looks
bit of
about mid 40s and sunny because with my business, I'm always looking at the 2-week long-term forecast for jobs I have to schedule, and I know Saturday is a busy day for me as far as doing chimney repairs, so I know it's going to be a beautiful day for the Winter Wonderland Family Festival down at Stack. Now, one last thing, though, before I let you go, and I do want to thank you for your time, Angela. There's no fee for this, correct?
No, this is a completely free event. Admission is free. We have a lot of parking available. It's really an opportunity. The original idea came to me before COVID, and then obviously COVID hit. But now it's even more poignant in terms of getting people out, introducing them to local businesses and seeing what we have on offer here. So it's a completely free event, and it's not a fundraiser. it's very simply an opportunity to get people out and about and see what Stack has to offer and really just see what students can do and enjoy themselves.
But people should bring money because there's obviously going to be a ton of vendors there, some selling things, and a great opportunity to get some stuff for the holidays as well. Angela, I'm assuming you're going to be there, correct?
Oh yes, absolutely. I'm going to be there. You'll recognize all of the staff because we actually have vests with staff on there, and even though we probably have a little Santa hat on top, so you're going to recognize. And please, find me. I'm going to find you and introduce you to my wife and lovely family. It'll be an honor to meet you, and it was an honor and a pleasure to have you on our show to educate our listening audience and inform our listening audience of the great things going on at Stack. Thank you so much for this opportunity. I look forward to welcoming everyone to St. Thomas Aquinas on Saturday, the 4th of December.
Absolutely. Thanks again. God bless and have a great holiday season. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year to you.
Thank you. Merry Christmas. Take care. Thank you again.
Absolutely. Ho, 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 and ha, ha, ha. All right, we'll take a quick break. Oh, no, wait, we got a few minutes. That was a great interview. She was a lovely lady. I loved her accent. I mean, I have to venture to say that she wasn't from Puerto Rico, right? I mean, it sounded to me that she was probably from, like, Ireland. I don't know.
Ireland, yeah, probably Ireland.
Scottish, something like that. I mean, it definitely wasn't from the from the Caribbean countries or anything like that. All right, so the Winter Wonderland Family Festival. I'm excited. This is going to be a family event. We're going to pop by, obviously, 4:30. I'm going to cruise up there. Clementi van, I will not have this. See, this is what I'm saying. Events like this, I'm going Clementi van. My family can come in a Suburban 8. I mean, it's really my oldest and middle daughter. They're like, oh, we don't want to go in a big minivan. The two little ones, they don't care. I mean, so events like this, I'm pulling up the Clementi van. I'm going to wear my Santa hat, get out, you know what I'm saying, roll out the red carpet because I'm the king. All right. Wow. Like, should I submit for a brain test now? Like, when I die, so like, can you check out my brain and hopefully let my relatives know what they may be inheriting genetically? Besides all the Bitcoins that I will be leaving them? Kevin, you got to get on the crypto train. It's not too late. It's gonna implode. It's the way of the future. It's the way of the metaverse. The metaverse is gonna open up another whole life for us. It's gonna give us a different way of experiencing things that most of us can never experience in our life. Through the metaverse, there's going to be opportunities for people to become millionaires. I truly believe it. Crypto is one of those ways. I'm not saying go out and blow your life savings, but I'm saying this. Before you blow your money on stupid stuff, I'm talking to everybody out there, I believe that you should put away the money for Bitcoin as well as
how much does one Bitcoin cost?
Right now, I'll tell you right now. Give me 1 second. One Bitcoin right now would cost you $56,987, which is down from 60-something from not too long ago, but up from the $2,500 I could have bought it at, where my buddy bought it at $25. Yeah, I'm not saying you don't have to go out and buy a Bitcoin like for $56,000. You could buy $10 a Bitcoin. You could buy $50 a Bitcoin, $100 a Bitcoin. When you come across some extra cash, buy Ethereum. Ethereum's trading now at 46.09. I bought it at 42. I could have bought it at 25, but I couldn't link up to Robinhood, so I just gave up on crypto at that point. But so many companies now, athletes are taking it for payment. So many companies now are getting into the crypto game. There's still doubters, and listen, it could backfire. But I believe if you're smart and you're wise, I just dropped a decent amount of money, in crypto investments, but nothing that's going to change my future. Like, it's nothing that's like all of a sudden I'm like, oh my God, I needed that money to pay my mortgage. I can't get my kids to college. It's money that, you know what?
Yeah, obviously you don't want to invest more than you're willing to lose.
Right, and that's with
You know.
anything. That's with stocks. That's with, betting on a football game, whatever it is. But I believe
Right.
crypto. I'm not an educated guy, but things that educate me, I get educated on. And crypto, for some reason, has sparked a real interest in me. And I'm just reading a lot about it. I'm looking into a lot of different things. And I just think that Bitcoin and Ethereum, there's many out there, hundreds if not thousands of coins coming out. And some of them you can make, I bought, what is it called? Let me go on here again. This is all new to me. But when I was buying, Dave, my buddy, was next to me, and Dave told me to buy a 2,500, and I didn't, and I should have, because I wouldn't be doing anything right now except sitting on a beach drinking margaritas. But here, let me pull back here. So Shiba Inu made a lot of people millionaires in a short amount of time. I mean, people got rich off Shiba Inu very quickly, and I don't understand anything about this. I can tell you nothing about crypto, how it works. All I know is a ton of people got rich, and it really is proven. They bought this stuff at cheap, and it blew up. So Dave says, I just hit a button. I bought $500 worth of it. Dave goes, no, don't do, no. He's like, no. I'm like, dude, I had to buy it because he told me, he's like, don't buy that stuff. It was down. It was in the dumps. This company, Krager, is like one of the places where you buy and sell crypto. They said that they're going to start selling Shiba Inu, and it blew up. It went up like a ton already. So I'm up. And Dave's like, dude, I guarantee. He goes, I could see this thing blowing up. Like it had its high and made a ton of people millions, and then it dropped. And I just felt that it was going to come back around again. In my gut, I felt it. So if I sold now, I could make $800 for a week. That's not bad. But you know what? I'm going to hold on to it for a little bit longer. Bitcoin and Ethereum are the ones and everybody else that you want to buy for the long term. Those are the big players. Those are the ones that are hooked up into all this energy. Like, there's a lot of, who you got to talk to? Will. Kev, you see Will more than I do. Talk to Will. He's into it also. He can probably give you a better education on it. But any spare ducats you got, start throwing towards crypto.
By the way, I have a special caller on the line right now.
Wilbur's excited. All right, what's up, caller?
Hey, Clem, I ain't not special. It's Steve. How are you?
Hey, Steve, Thursday night. I'm excited.
Got it, brother. No, I was listening to the interview with Dr. It's McDonald, right? Angela McDonald.
Yes, absolutely.
My
She was a lovely lady,
sophomore.
professor. I don't know if she's a doctor, but I think she's a professor.
That's right, professor, yeah. Anyway, Tricia's a sophomore at Stack, and I forgot that your daughter, your wife,
my wife,
graduated from St. Thomas Aquinas. I was
Loved
always
it.
wondering why your kids were so much smarter than huh?
She always speaks highly of it, and she's trying to entice my daughters and son to go there. Obviously they're years away, but
absolutely,
yeah, it's a great school.
I always wondered why your kids were so much smarter than you. Now I know.
It's all my wife, Steve. I'd be the first to tell you. I mean, not just her brain and genetics, but it's also the things she does with them. My wife knows formulas. She knows these like patterns. She's a great teacher. I hated school, and my kids know that too. They always laugh.
Me too.
yeah, no doubt.
Well, anyway, that was great. I hope everybody goes there on Saturday, and I'll see you Thursday evening.
No doubt. I'm excited, man. I'm going to raise my Keno game. I'm digging it. I'll see you Thursday night. Rick's Club American. Steve, the legend. We'll see you Thursday, Steve. All the love, buddy.
All right, brother. Take care.
We'll blast out 50 push-ups. Again, if anybody doubts Steve's ability to do push-ups, this guy's a beast, man. I'm telling you. I mean, I put Steve, this is no bull. I've been at a lot of gyms, MMA gyms, fight gyms, fitness gyms. I've seen the realm of fitness, honestly. I'm not saying I'm Jack LaLanne, but I've seen the realm of people working out. Fighters, fitness, football play. When I was training for fights, I was at this place, that Optimal Performance Training Center. They had like guys trying out for the NFL there, working out, college guys, people going to college, baseball players in Division III, Division I. It was a sick place. I'm telling you, I would put Steve in the top 10 of every women and men that I've seen do push-ups. This guy got technique down to a science. Wait. Excuse me. Yeah,
The
Kev.
champion, Gaseous Clay.
Gaseous Clay. We'll take a quick break on that one. Be right back. Wilbur thought it was great too.
If it concerns the Hudson Valley, it concerns us. AM 1700 WRCR and WRCR.com.
This is Stony Point Town Supervisor Jim Monahan. From my family to yours, wishing all a wonderful holiday season and a happy and peaceful new year.
This is Clarkstown Supervisor George Homan. Please join me for my monthly show, Hometown Happenings, which airs the first Thursday of each month from 9:30 to 10 a.m. We will take your calls, we'll have special guests, and update you about what's going on around town and in the county. So please join me, Supervisor George Homan, the first Thursday of each month from 9:30 to 10 a.m. for Hometown Happenings. You'll be happy that you did.
Marcello's Ristorante in Suffern offers unparalleled Italian cuisine in both small and large plates, as well as an extensive wine and cocktail menu. Visit marcellosgroup.com for reservations, find out about their cooking classes, chef's table, and elegant events catering. Bring home Marcello's hand-picked products, extra virgin olive oils, artisanal pasta, and more. Marcello Russo DeVito is live on the morning show every Friday at 8:45 a.m. Call in with your cooking questions and find out about the latest specials. Visit marcellosgroup.com.
Hi, this is Brewster Bob. I would like to take this opportunity to wish season's greetings to the WRCR listeners, air staff, and sponsors. It's been such an enjoyable year listening to the live and local programming here on WRCR AM 1700 and online at WRCR.com.
Hop on board the WRCR Express and celebrate the season by expressing your wishes of peace and joy with a WRCR holiday greeting. Your recorded message will air 6 times a day and includes sponsorship of an hour of commercial-free holiday music on Christmas Day. The holidays are upon us, so get started now. Just email Jeff at WRCR.com or Kerry, Kerry, at WRCR.com to purchase your WRCR holiday greeting.
Baby face, you've got the cutest little...
Want to see the faces that go with the voices on WRCR Radio? Then like us on Facebook.
Facebook? I hate Facebook and all that social media. People don't know how to communicate anymore. If anyone ever texts me, I'll...
Carrie, can you please close the recording door next time?
You started something, baby face.
So type in WRCR on your Facebook search or go to WRCR.com for the direct link.
Now let's take a look at the roads with Hudson Valley traffic.
Rainwood Parkway northbound side by Jackson Avenue. Construction work was running late. It has been cleared. Things are okay now through the area. Also an accident on the off-ramp at Tuckahoe Road. That's been cleared. 27 getting busy. 8-minute delay westbound from exit 8 into 4. Much delayed northbound side exit 4B to the Cross County. Accident in southeast in Putnam County was cleared on 312 eastbound by International Boulevard. Things are looking good so far on 84, as well as the New York State Thruway. This report sponsored by Taco Bell. Taco Bell's new double steak grilled cheese burrito coated with melty cheese will leave you speechless. So get to Taco Bell and pick one up today at participating U.S. Taco Bell locations for a limited time only. Double the steak claim as compared to the steak quesadilla. From the Hudson Valley Traffic Center, I'm John Grameyer.
Weather for tonight, partly cloudy with a low around 32 degrees. For Wednesday, partly sunny with a high near 44. For Wednesday night, a chance of rain and snow showers between 10 p.m. and 4 a.m. Then a slight chance of rain showers after 4 a.m. Otherwise, increasing clouds with the low around 33. For Thursday, a 20% chance of showers. Otherwise, mostly cloudy with a high near 53 degrees. It could be gusty as well, gusts as high as 22 miles per hour. And for Friday, mostly sunny with a high near 45 degrees. That's the weather forecast. For WRCR, I'm Kevin Thomas.
Up-to-the-minute weather information is always available on the WRCR website. Day or night, when you want the weather, check our website at WRCR.com.
And the current temperature is 36 degrees.
Happy Hanukkah to my Clemites. All right, it is Hanukkah, and I'm wishing all of you who celebrate it a very, very happy Hanukkah. Beautiful time of the year. Beautiful holiday. Any gifts for the kids? Like it one a day. Beautiful idea. Beautiful time. Today I was up in Airmont, Montebello. A lot of Jewish families all got the menorah out. Beautiful. Love it. Love it. Wish everybody again a happy Hanukkah. Christmas coming up. It's going to be a Merry Christmas. For those that celebrate Kwanzaa, I want to get in on a Kwanzaa festivity. Anybody out there celebrate Kwanzaa? Like, there's something special, something that differentiates like a Kwanzaa dinner from a Christmas dinner? I mean, I'd like to partake in some Kwanzaa festivities. All right, so we are back, and like I said, it is a happy Hanukkah to those who celebrate. Kevin, is somebody there, or you want to say something?
No one there.
Nothing. All right, just checking in. 845-429-1700. Again, want to thank Professor Angela McDonald from Stack. She just sent me a thank you, and she looks forward to seeing some of our listeners. So if you go to the Winter Wonderland, look for Professor McDonald. Search for her. Ask, do you know where Professor McDonald? The kids are going to know. It's her over there. When you get over there, say, I heard you on the CLEM and the PM. It was a great interview. She was a lovely lady, and I look forward to meeting her as well as taking the family over to Stack this Saturday, 10 to 8. 4:30 is when we're going to have special guests. I mean, who do you think it could be? The Lone Ranger? Tonto? My God, I'm just a funny guy here on WRCR. Funny looking. I just want to finish that sentence. I mean, I'm looking at myself in the CLEM cam, and wow, I mean, I am funny looking. It's like I'm even without this yarmulke on. I mean, like the yarmulke does nothing. Wow, what a mess. How did my wife fall in love with me at Great Adventure? I mean, obviously that was 30 years ago. I was svelte, I was strong, I was hard, I was ripped. I mean, I still had this face. I mean, this face, oh my, it's a face for radio. You cannot doubt that. All right, so again, I want to see everybody go out to the Winter Wonderland and be part of the community at large. I mean, it is a great thing that facilities like Stack and other places offer these great activities for families to go out and enjoy. And again, even if you're not a family person, go out and check it out. Yes, caller. Hello. Hello. You're listening to the radio, not the phone. Hello.
Marianne?
All right.
Huh. That's interesting.
All right. Well,
call back, Marianne.
I got something more interesting. I forget it. We'll call back tomorrow. I got something I want to talk about. All right. I mean, I'm giving up eating healthy. I've decided I'm not going to eat healthy. This is in the last 2 months, I've talked about 3 stories, recalls. They were all healthy food. This one now, broccoli, frozen vegetables, broccoli tots, recalling. All right, a pair of reported injuries to consumers that led to national recall of a frozen vegetable product. Bird's eye broccoli tots sold in 12-ounce packages. Small rocks and metal fragments. Last week it was glass. I'm just going back to eating chili dogs. You never hear of there's a national recall on beer. There's a national recall on sloppy joes. I never hear that. It's always held like lettuce. You're going to die from eating lettuce. It's like a national recall, salmonella on chicken. Crazy. And check this out. Old Spice. That's what I used to buy my dad for every birthday, Christmas, Easter, everything. I used to get my dad Old Spice. Old Spice, Procter & Gamble, recalling. Old Spice deodorant, all their brands, antiperspirants, below deck aerosol sprays. Because there's a benzene in it, a cancer-causing agent. I've decided I'm going to eat greasy foods and stink for the rest of my life. I'm not using deodorant no more, and I'm no longer eating healthy. Really, I never hear of, you never hear of any, bad food getting recalled. When's the last time you heard of hot dogs getting recalled? Never. Yes, caller.
No, caller. I was just, you brought up the Old Spice, and I thought for a second, salmonella. No. I tried.
You do try. And most of the I gotta say, most of the time, probably 98% of the time, you deliver.
Unlike FedEx.
I don't know. Do I give that a? Do I give I guess. Yeah. FedEx delivers. All right. But you know who else delivers? Me. I'm the king of Hudson Valley Radio, and I say that. I don't even know why I say it. I just say it. I've been saying it forever. I was the king of Westchester Radio. The guy that was the second in charge of East Coast Cumulus Radio. He was brought in to resurrect. He was working under this lady who hired this morning guy. What's his name? What was Snorino? We used to call him. What was his name? Snorino. Oh, no, what was his name? I used to call him Snore something. Snorlando, that's right. His name was Orlando in the AM. But when I came on Saturdays and then did the sermon, I don't know what it was. I guess I just was just fixated with his show that stunk. And by the way, I've given up all crappy radio. I no longer listen to crappy radio. I can't waste my time with crappy radio. I just gave up on it. But Snorlando was hired by this lady. The ratings were tanking. They brought in this guy from Atlanta. He came in to try to save the station. Orlando was on a contract. He wouldn't. They wanted to buy him out for what his contract was signed for and just pay him up front. He didn't want to take it. He thought he was going syndicated. They were telling him, your ratings are tanking. This guy told me, this is the best radio on radio. He goes, and I'm telling you honestly, he goes, I listen to all our stations, everything. This is the best radio on radio. All hail the king. Thank you. All right, it's 5 o'clock. I'm going to roll up my red carpet. I'm going to pack it up until tomorrow, God willing. I will be back at 3 for the hump day. We didn't give away anything, but that means we have more stuff to give away tomorrow. So join us then. Alibaba, Hazi Magoo, and Happy Hanukkah. All the love and adios, clamigos. Woo!